I'm just getting on. Shut the door, please. Morning. There's no good, just morning. Morning. Hello, my friends. Yeah, good clucking morning. Good cluck. It's a fucking clucker every day, let me tell you. I am cranky. I'm cranky. I am angry. I am no sleep again. Hi, yo, Adrian. No sleep again. None. Just none. I told Dan, I yelled at him this morning and I said, he has to go to the doctor. I can't keep going. I cannot keep going. We need to knock his ass out. I cannot not sleep. This is horrible. I'm too old for this shit. I'm not happy. I am not happy. I could wrap my hands around his little feeble neck. Yeah, rearranging the room at night, brushing his hair, taking off his clothes. It's just been coming in my room again, turning on my lights, just not settled. He can't settle. I said, we gotta knock his ass out. No, it's horrible, like horrible, you know. Dan's dealing with his perpetuated toothache from not wearing his partials. So I'm like, yeah, well, I can't continue doing this, you know. Falling asleep on the toilet, yeah, thank you. I think he fell asleep on the toilet at one point. The life of caregiving. But something needs to give, because we can't both be unhappy and cranky. Sweet Caroline, I have one thing for you. Read that. You know what it says? Don't be a ninny. Caroline, as a woman, you should not attack other women. That is rude, that is uncalled for, and it's ugly, just in case your mom never told you. His number one profile. I don't know what you mean, Cindy. Yeah, oh God, it's horrible. Yeah, so I'm hoping, Sandy, I'm hoping, because I can't. There's just no way. Dan said, well, welcome to my life. I said, yeah, well, we ain't talking about you. We're talking about me. You've had no life of sleeping because you have insomnia, but I can sleep. It is like having a toddler. Literally everything about it is toddlerish. So, yeah, it's progressive disease, you guys. So it's going to get worse. It's never going to get better. But I can't, caregivers, you need sleep, right? People are like, you just need patience. Well, no shit. But can you tell me how you get that? Because when you're not sleeping and you got other fucking shit to deal with, you ain't gonna be happy all the time. Worse than a toddler, yes. And so he's going to, yeah, it's so hard, Susan, I'm sorry. That's not me, nope, Cindy. Mine is simple. It's literally just Mrs. Diesel NorCal, period, or 2, 3, and 4, with nothing in between. I'm hoping a low dose. Yeah, I'm hoping something. I told Dan, I said, if you want me to continue doing this job, we need to get him to sleep, because I can't do it, right? It's horrible, and I think that's what it is, right? I think he's ADHD, and the disease compounds it, right? Makes him anxious or has no clue about night and day. And so I just can't. I can't be an effective caregiver in person if I don't do it. If I don't get sleep, I can't do it. I know, Sandy, it's so hard. There's no easy solutions, right? Because you're stuck doing it. And it's hard. Yes, I mean, you guys, there's so much we already have. You guys, we've had Ed for 4 years. Come on, give us a little credit. Will I ever get to the point where we put in a home? I hope not. I hope not. Our hope is he can die here. Yeah. Our hope is he can, but I can't. Like, I need sleep, especially with, my chronic pain and all the other shit I have going on in my body. Flora, what does your comment mean? They want all the cash to themselves. Where's the cash? Girl, you better tell me. That's why they won't pay for a night assistant. Flora, take a hike. Any of my moderators here, report Flora. She keeps finding her way back, and get rid of her. She's just ugly. I don't need, truth hurts. Yeah, bye, Flora. I hate idiots. It's so hard, no one knows until they go through it. Yeah. Flora, don't be a ninny. Right here. Don't be a ninny. Flora's a ninny. I don't know how she keeps coming back in here. Want money. Yeah, we're gonna keep all the money to ourselves. Because there ain't 6 total people, actually 7. There's 7 people. 7 people on that will. Yeah. How do you keep it all to ourselves? Please let me know. Do I have another? Yeah, but how is it fair, if I leave Dan to deal with that all night long? I mean, it's really not. But he has not been getting up at all. Last night, I think, the last time Ed fell asleep trust me, you remember how when the babies were little and you would watch the clock and think, please just give me an hour and a half? I do that with Ed. And he was 11:30 is when he started falling asleep on the toilet. That was the last time Dan dealt with Ed, last night and the night before. It's the hardest job. And I can't either, Rose, because I need sleep. I've always been that way. You could get a career for a while. Who could look at maybe overnight? Here's the thing, you guys. Enough with the caregiver at night. Until Ed cannot get up and function, we will have a caregiver at night. Our room is 2 fucking feet away from his door. What the hell do I want a caregiver in that room for at night? Because I would still hear it. You know what I mean? You guys think about that. A caregiver sitting in that room 2 feet away from me is not pleasant. And nor do we want that right now. We don't need it. Because we would still wake up, is what y'all don't understand. Come on. Open your minds. Open your minds. Open your minds. Y'all, most of you know exactly where our room is. Yes, he just needs something that would make him crash, right? Oh no, Bona. That sucks. Any virus sucks. And a caregiver, he would freak the fuck out. Hi, Mr. Time. So there's no easy solution to the no sleep, right? Other than it seems like you're wasting your time on that machine. Take profits. It seems like you're wasting your time on social media. Yeah, let's not exercise. You should just eat better. No shit. But exercise is important too, Smarty. Woo! Does that ever get aggressive with the gate? No. Yeah, I told Dan, I said, he needs to get into the doctor. He was on the phone with Mark this morning. I'm like, okay, week 1 almost done. He needs an appointment. He needs an appointment. Thank you. Now, I don't have any of the information. Plus, I'm not on his medical stuff, so I can't do any of that. So, and I have to rely on the family to get their shit together to do it. Because that's one thing we need to talk to the doctor about. Like ASAP, because it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. I mean, his sleeping patterns just are all bad. H did nap during the day. Yeah, but the problem is like Ed will nap in the morning time. And that's when I have my energy, and that's when I need to get my shit done. So by the time I'm ready to crash, he's up and he's sundowning. Anyhow, gummies for Ed. He likes candy. Oh, Jesus. It sounds like I make a lot of excuses. No, I don't. It sounds like you do. Sounds like you're a ninny. Yeah. He needs a sleep aid. Yeah. I just, we're gonna be on, like complete worrisomeness when he takes it, if we can get him one, because God knows, this is the hard part, right, of caregiving. Some people who have dementia and Alzheimer's, they sleep through the night. That would be wonderful if that could happen. That sleep is so important with patients, for your body. It's important for pain. It's important for all the other shit we got going on. Y'all, I'm gonna be triggered today because I'm cranky. I'm not sleeping. Enough with the caregivers. Enough with the caregivers. It drives me insane. We're not getting a caregiver for the nighttime when he's 2 feet away from us. Oh, you're so lucky, Kim. Ed has never slept well anyway, right? So they typically mirror their life before the disease. Hi, Coldplay, how are you? So he was up and down all night long, anyway, with peeing and all that shit. So Ed would hate it. Knew how many pills he took. He had a sleep pill and he knew it was new. Oh gosh, I don't think Ed would know that. Yeah, no. Yeah, it just wouldn't be comfortable for us or Ed and his ice cream. I'm hoping, because he needs something, because I need something. Because when you are sleep deprived, and let's be real, I am the number one functioner of this household, it really knocks me down. It really knocks me down, and I don't have patience for anybody. I just want to attack. I want to fight because I'm miserable, right? Now that's the reality of no sleep. So it's a hard battle. It's a hard battle. So happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to some of you. Oh, Joe, you sound like a real winner. I'm sure you don't have any pictures up, right? I wouldn't either. Because if you're on here criticizing me, God knows what you would look like. So yeah, possibly time for him to be in assisted living. Oh, do you want us to kill him? Because that's what it would do. Okay, cat. Y'all with these statements are just unbelievably ignorant, right? Y'all, he's living as long as he has and as well as he has because he lives with his family. So basically what you're saying is, let's put him in, time for you to kill him, right? Put him in assisted living because you're not sleeping. Okay, sounds reasonable. Do I have mods on YouTube? Get rid of Joe. He's a little unhappy with his miserable self. Tough man saying tough things behind a keyboard. You know what I mean? Never mind, Joe. I hope you have the day you deserve. Anyhow. No, nobody understands it. Cha-Cha's here. So, he wouldn't, here's the thing. People are ignorant when they come. If you don't know Ed and you don't understand him and taking the time to understand our journey with him and what he likes, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Next person, oh, maybe I should get him some puzzles. Okay, sure. Why don't you put some water on his nightstand and a snack? Oh, okay. Because he'll remember that's there. And then he'll be worried about cleaning it up and taking it to the kitchen, right? We know what's best. I know it's hard for some of you to understand, but honestly, we've been doing it for 4 years. Hi, Jeremy, how are you? Anywho, somebody come get her. Why are people talking about losing weight? Yeah, nobody understands. So he wouldn't have enough supervision. You know, Nina, it is ignorant. Because here's the thing. It's not ignorant to you, right? Because whatever you're claiming to have dealt with worked for your person. The ignorance comes in when everybody is different. The ignorance comes in when you think you know better and you think you know Ed better than we do. That's where the ignorance comes in. A true caregiver would say something like, girl, I get it. Keep on going. Keep on doing it. Do the best you can. A ninny is somebody who sits and criticizes us for the way we handle things. Completely different. You have to understand that dementia and Alzheimer's is different for every fucking person. What works for one does not work for others, right? So that's where the ignorance comes from. It's called one-sidedness, simple-mindedness, closed-mindedness, and not realizing that everybody has a different journey. Orton, yes, Cat, we are keeping him at home as much as we can. And that's where I hate. And then people try to, deflect and put it back on me. Well, that's not ignorant. Yeah, it's ignorant because you don't know Ed. So when you're trying to tell me what to do and how to do it and where I should do it, it's ignorant because you would see those things in my videos if they fucking worked, right? I've been doing this for 4 years, people. Somebody come get her. I've got my microphone. Yeah, I'm gonna be short-tempered today. So a lot of those stupid, ignorant comments, I'm going after. If you don't want to hear it, abort the mission. Abort. Why open yourself up for aggravation? Why are you here? Why are you here? Are you aggravated? I'm not. My eyebrows. Okay, let's talk about my eyebrows. By the way, I ain't coming on here asking for advice. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go about the fucking eyebrows again. My eyebrows are tattooed on. About every 6 months, I get my eyebrows retouched up, right? Right? So they're slowly but surely shedding. If you could see it, they're shedding. So y'all want to pick apart every person on social media? I mean, I just don't get it. Don't you have something to do other than trying to just rip apart everybody in every way possible? God, some people. Can you take melatonin? No, because I don't want to even play with that. Melatonin didn't help Dan, and he's ADHD too. So they're so itchy, and I'm looking speckled like a leopard because they're all starting to slough off now. Bye, Teresa. So yeah, it's crazy to me that people just want to come out and attack. And if it's not my tone, it's my looks. You know how many people in the last couple of days have been talking about me? I should shower. I should put a little in the effort into myself. Shit, if I had the time to sit, right, and look at every person with their negativeness on the thing, I bet you, Woo! I can see why they attack. I don't care. You know, they are sloughing. Those people who know. Those people who don't. But I ain't in no mood. So if they're rude, if they're bitchy, if I say goodbye, you guys can get them goodbye. Anyhow, Ed might only have 1 month to a year to live. For what? Why are we talking about his death? If he went into a house, I think, here's one, Brandon. I don't think everyone is trying to be rude. I think that people watch you and also noticed it because it's real. Just say, also want to know. Oh, Brandon. Let's just sit here in silence and let's see how many negative people with opinions come in. I don't think people are trying to be rude. Yes, Brandon, they are trying to be rude. They are trying to be rude. You can notice them. Somebody with respect wouldn't say anything, right? Wouldn't say anything. People who are trying to be rude point out every imperfection. That's what most people don't understand. It's rude. Rude. What's with those eyebrows? Oh, that's not rude. You look like Bozo. Oh, that's not rude. Rude. Why your eyebrows look like that? I mean, that's rude. I don't understand why we're defending people you don't even know, right? Hi, Jackie. How are ya? And then you're being diagnosed. It was sad. Loretta, sometimes people with this disease go so quick. So quick. I'll show you closer when I'm done running. Heidi, you'll see the true color of them once I'm done, and I can show you. See? Brandon, I guess this isn't real. This is nice. Your nostrils are almost as dark as your eyebrows. I bet that was a nice person too, huh? They're not being rude. Oh, JC, I'm not being rude. I'm genuinely in compliment to you. Not everybody has their eyebrows drawn on like a Disney villain. Props to you. And guess that's not rude either. Yeah. That's what people do. They defend the naysayers. The ninnies, right? They defend the ninnies, right? Because they're the ninnies themselves. Hi, Jenna. Anyhow, just enjoy Ed while he's here. I ain't enjoying him right now because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. I'm pissed off. So you don't get enjoyment out of somebody when you're not getting ample rest. Jill's grandma went in 9 months from dementia. She didn't want to take her meds. Yeah, it's horrible. Memory care is difficult when you're been a caregiver for memory care. Jen with 2 N's. My daughter spells her name like that. All of a sudden in college, we spelled Jen, Jen, and then all of a sudden in college, she switched to Jenn. And I was like, why do we have the double N's? She's like, I don't know. Everybody just does that. My parents had dementia. Thanks, lovely. It's horrible. I know. I'm trying to help the other people, you know? Proud of you, nothing. I'm tired. Girl, I gotta get out there. I have buckets of leaves to scrape up today. I gotta do another video. I got a little pine Christmas tree from the shop. I gotta put up and do a video. I don't know how much energy I'll have today, but I'm gonna try. But we'll see, right? I keep on persevering, whether I want to or not, because I have to, right? Who else is gonna do the shit? So we got another problem. We got another problem on the horizon. It takes every bit of your energy, and especially when you're not sleeping, Bren. Hopefully, if you get a sleep, unlike me, oh shit, at least that helps a little bit. I'm starting down that path. Was Ed ever aware of things changing for him? Kind of. Like, Susan, I don't know how long you have been watching us, but he'll say things like, I'm going crazy, you know. My grandma has always felt it like that. Aw. Send Dan out to do yard work. That's funny. Y'all got jokes today. Yeah, so he'll say things like, am I going crazy? You know, Dan will say, no, Pop, you're just 92, you know, or I don't know what's going on. So those are the triggers for him, like when he's really confused. I know, Laura, my cats always piss on them, so I haven't taken down my old ones. I can't, like last night, you guys, at 3:30 in the morning, I cried. I wanted to scream. I cried, and I kept saying, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. You have to have dark humor. I can't do this anymore. I fucking can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And I literally think it was like a lullaby to me. I can't do this anymore. And I was crying. I just couldn't stop because I'm so tired, right? So tired. Hi, JD. Yeah. I was so tired. I couldn't do it. So that's the reality of caregiving, right? I can't do it anymore. And you feel like that, especially when you're not sleeping. A break doesn't really do me any good, Susan. I get breaks. You know, I leave for a couple hours. I went, it's the sleep. I can't get sleep breaks, you know. Occasionally, I'll be able to lay down and, you know, take a little nap. But it's still, you feel you're still not fully, you know, you're not, I mean, the other night I fell asleep at 6:30, you know, and then I had broken up sleep until 6:30 the next morning. But my body is saying, bitch, you're done. You need to sleep. So I get plenty of breaks, you know, for a couple hours here and there. I go to the casino every couple of weeks. We'll be there for 4 hours, 5 hours. It's the sleep. The sleep is killer. I don't know. It's the worst. And it doesn't matter. I need, like, you know, for me to be successful, I need 7.5 hours of straight sleep. 7.5 hours. That's all I need. But my body craves more because it's so broken up. And it's hard. I woke up. I was crying. I wanted to stand up and scream to the top of my lungs. I can't do this anymore. You know, I can't. I'm getting older, you know, and I think as we age, we literally, like we need more, right? Sleep. Our bodies get tired. On the phone. Oh, that's funny. I can't do it. And then Dan sometimes is in La La Land, right? And so he doesn't realize he's waking me up too. 3 miles in. 3 miles in. What? So I'm tired. You know, Dan's like, don't start with me this morning. And I'm like, what? Don't start with me. Don't start with me. I'm tired. I'm cranky. Well, I got stuff to do. My tooth hurts. Okay? So do I. So do I. You know, I still have shit to do too. So that's so. And with you till the end. Oh yeah, Noel, I'm gonna tell you something. As much as he triggers me, right? As much as I'm frustrated and angry, I could never drop him off at a memory care facility, turn my back on him and say, bye. Could you imagine the look in his eye, the scaredness, the terror? No way. I can never do that. And I'm at my wit's end today, right? Looking at him right now triggers me. It triggers me. Looking at Dan right now triggers me. I want to poke, I want to fight, and I want to make everybody as miserable as I am, because we all go down together. It does, Susan. Exercise. Somebody go get them. And I'm saying the look of everybody today is a trigger. And that's just the facts, for me anyway. Vascular started with my brother, died at 65. Oh no, Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. With my 18-month-old, the lack of sleep, because yes, yeah, it's horrible. It is, in a way, it is. Look, I'm almost at 3 miles. I didn't even realize it. It is a toddler. I think he's worse than a toddler. How about this? He's a toddler with colic 24/7. We fall apart. I'm on the verge of tears, right? Today, my neck is killing me. My back is killing me, which means my teeth are killing me, right? Because of my TMJ, the clenching, the stress. So my right side is just, I think I have a PT appointment this week, so that'll help. But my right side is just completely and ultimately sensitive. And if any of you have TMJ, you know how your teeth hurt all the time. It feels like a toothache, but it's more than just one tooth. It's your whole side of your mouth, Hi there, Brown, from my home state of Tennessee. You go get him. The baby is 30 pounds. Oh, shit. Yeah. And, I'm also trying to lift Ed a lot, too, right? So, when he's sitting on the couch, he's having a hard time. He's starting to have a harder time getting up, right? His bones are just getting weaker. And so I use all my might to get him up sometimes. So some of that is I'm not prepared to use that much strength. I need to be better at that because my lower back's hurting me. And I know that's a couple times I was helping him get up. I tweaked it because I'm just not thinking. I'm thinking like it was like 3 weeks ago when he didn't need as much assistance getting up off the couch. So my back is hurting. 10 years undiagnosed, she passed on 6 months later. Oh, I know. Well, with your kids. Jade, I love getting drunk with my kids. I think it's fun. For them to take 3 ibuprofen and 2 Tylenol. I just hate taking that shit. El Hajj, I wait to the end of the day and then I'll take a gummy. The gummies help. Jade, I'm glad you had a good time with your girls. I think it's so important for us moms to let loose, right? And to hang out with our kids. Yeah, so like right now, it's up and down. Woo! And even like liquids are sensitive for your teeth too. It does not have too much longer. Yeah, I don't know, Heidi. I mean, he could, right? Nobody knows. Nobody has the magic 8 ball. We either have, longer than that. My grandmother lived in a wheelchair for years when she stopped, and we didn't think she had but a year left, if that, and she lived 2 to 3 years after that. So it's hard to put a time limit on somebody, an expiration date. I think he's still pretty strong, right? I think he's still, I know Ed, and I think unless he falls, takes a big fall and breaks something and has to be in the hospital, I think that could do him in 100%, or gets a bad virus or something. Has the stress made my fibromyalgia worse? 152.75232%. Yes. The more stress you're under, right? The more inflammation you have in your body, the more pressure you have on your nerves, your joints, and all that stuff, and the more pain you have in your trigger points. My neck and my traps and my jaw have the most pain. That's where my pain, my fibromyalgia pain stems from, is that area. And so it is fucking horrible. And I can tell how stressed I am by my TMJ, because that's the last thing to be affected. So it slowly works its way up. So when my TMJ is on point, I know everything else is fucked. So I'll show you. You can see they're starting to, so you can see this one. So you can see they're starting to peel off. Yeah. So that's the natural color. Yeah. Hi, Jigger. Yeah, I'm doing good. My son, I haven't been studying on the tundras yet, but that's up next. I went through the same situation. You're doing an amazing job. It's hard for you. It's hard. It's hard. And yeah, and then the cortisol levels inflame. Whatever mean shit people say says more about them. Oh, it does, 100%. Wintertime depression is horrible too. And so, fuck, right? It adds on and compounds everything else. I hate when it's dark and dreary outside. No, that shit isn't fun. Hey, Jenny Tran. The time in Sacramento is 9:24 a.m. Stress is deadly. Yes. And that's what Chevy, you were here when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, right? But some people roll their eyes with that and shit like that. But I get it. It's chronic pain. It's pain that you live with and depends on your stress level and increases. And it's most of us stay silent about our pain, right? We're more reactive because we're irritated. We have short fuses because we are in a mixed caregiving. That much harder, yes. So too much talking. TMJ, I wish. Stress, and who knew, right? I Scorpio moon gal, I kind of scoffed when people are like, stress kills, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I've been dealing with it for almost 19 years because of my mom. I think it started with my mom's death, and compounded by a whole bunch of other stress. And, you live with this stuff and you're like, oh, I'm just tight, God. But does it affect your everyday life? Absolutely. Absolutely. With this comes headaches. With this becomes fatigue, extra fatigue. With this comes inflammation. It comes irritability. Did I say that already? It just wants you to fucking go in a room, lock your door, scream, and cry at the same time. So it does kill. I'm 50. There's things that I'm noticing, even Hannah, when she comes home, that she does. When just certain things she does for different reasons. And I'm like, girl, stop that shit now. Stop that shit now, because you're going to get to 50. And I may not be here to remind you that was from, when you were doing that at 23. So it's horrible. PRP. Why do I know that? PRP. What is that? Why do I know that word? I just can't think. I'm so tired. I don't even know who I am. So add heart and BP issues. Oh God. Yeah. It's hard, Kelly. I'm sorry. It's hard. Lobotomy to feel less stressed. Okay. That makes a whole bunch of sense. You seem like a ninny. It's that you're not dealing with the stress. I can't deal with the stress. How do you deal with the stress? You know what I mean? Like, I can't get rid of my house. I can't get rid of my bills. I can't get, anyone knows. So here's my thought on fibro and hair loss. Mimi. So I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think about that. So when you, like where my pain is, right? From my shoulders to my head, right? Where's your hair? Right here. When you are inflamed, and this is just, I'm not a doctor, I didn't go to school, but this is all my thinking about hair loss, right? Everything else has checked out fine. Like all the things, my iron's fine, my thyroids are fine, all the shit that genetically would call, well, other than genetic hair loss. But so this is what I think. I think from my experience, because my neck and everything, hi Fran, how are you, girl? Everything's compressed, right? Everything's inflamed. And what happens, it restricts your blood flow. What does your hair need? to be healthy. It needs lots of protein. It needs to breathe. It needs, there's so much. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was sitting there on the, I sat there, and I was like, on the table. She goes, yes, it allows blood flow. It needs blood, right? It needs blood to oxygenate and procreate in your scalp. Hi, Annette. How are you? Hi, Teddy. Sorry about that. So yes, I believe it contributes to your hair loss because it can't breathe. So I'm like, I look for every reason though, but I do believe, because I feel like when I need to call on my neck traction thing, but when I'm in a neck traction, the tingliness, right? The tingliness that I feel, the relief that I feel from the pressure in my neck and my spine, it's like I've slept for 5,000 hours, right? You're just like, holy shit, this feels amazing, right? Then you sit up and you're like, oh my God, you feel so alive. You feel so alive. And I'm like, I bet you this is some of the reason my hair's been falling out nonstop since my mom died. Love you, Janet. I might die. Deb, I might die, you know? Maybe that's just my theory on it. There's no validity probably to it at all. But the more I'm thinking about how my body's been in the last 19 years almost, like, it makes sense to me, right? Here in Rosa wrote, Danielle is stressed. I take, trust me, my hair is, I have to show you what I'm doing for those of you who are on this hair loss journey like me. And then hormones and all that shit means I no longer needed a shave. Yeah, well, okay, depends on where you're, Laura, now, it depends on where your pain is at. Now, if you have the neck pain, like I have, it's not going to affect the vagina hair, right? But if your pain is between the pelvis, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm so tired, I just lost focus. but I'm going to tell you something. The vagina hair still continues to grow, but I've heard that the older you get, it alleviates little by little. It goes away, but mine's still there. I haven't shaved in a couple days. I went to wash myself and I went, woo-wee! She prickly. Laura, but what it does do, I'm going to tell you what it does do. I have a big pain in my ass too. I have two of them. Actually, three. Three kids and two. Anywho, it restricts the blood flow and any feeling to the vagina. It also dries it up. Mine, however, is still moist as a chocolate cake because I still take estrogen. So apparently the estrogen is what keeping me moist. But I bet I would be dry as a desert if not. My skin is so dry for a week before you have any blood work. Oh, fuck. I take all that shit in can my leg hair please go away? Yeah, do you shave your stump? Oh, you can't shave your stump? Why? That's weird. A whole house full of a-holes. I do. Even my fucking cats. They're pissing me off. I'm ready to kick them across the room. Now, don't call PETA on me because I'm just saying it because that's how irritated I am. But I forgot there was vomit on my floor over there. There was piss over there. And I'm ready just to punt them across the room and say, fuck you, fuckers. You know what kind of house you're living in? Royalty. You are treated like queens and kings. You better start acting like it and respect your environment. The pubes get very thin, gray, and straight, very sparse. So now, okay, my mom went through chemo, and her pubes got really straight, almost like we're going to be able to braid that shit. So I take all that shit, Diane. I take all that. It goes into a silicone sleeve. Oh, it would get infected? Oh, because of the bacteria. Got it. Is it hairy? I gotta see it. Send me a picture. Uh, yeah, everybody's acting up. Every girl, get the daughter and go. I have bush confidence. I like bush. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, when your bush is growing out a little bit just because you're lazy and you wear leggings, do you know what happens to that hair? Girls, it pokes through the leggings. Put catnip anywhere they keep missing up. Really? But I don't want my dogs to eat the catnip. So go in sleeping shifts. Lead dog, we'd both be dead. Oh, be careful with the hot wax machine. Girl, make sure it doesn't get in the inner folds. Because when you put that hot wax and it drips in certain areas, it's a recipe for disaster. Then you would have to go to the emergency room because the inside of the lips is very sensitive. Yeah, that would not hurt. Girl, no, exactly. Go to a professional and get that shit done. I even burned my face before. Can you down trade off nights? You guys, it just doesn't work that way. Some nights are so exhausting that if I had to do it all night long, which I have been in the last couple of days, I mean, if I fall asleep and then get a couple of hours in, Dan Hill's with it, but he's loud, you know, God damn it, Dad, whoa, you know, so I'm up anyway. Imagine explaining that. I need medical treatment. What happened, ma'am? I was trying to professionally wax my cooter. Oh, all right, take a seat. Your belly roll. What happened with your belly roll? Thank you, honey. Thank you for the gifts, you guys, as always. My cooter hole, my labias are stick together. Yeah, I got a little wax in my ureter, and I can't pee. It hurts. Oh, Diane needs the mic. Where's Diane? What'd she say? Shit, give me a mic. I'm ready. Poor Dan. Oh, Diane. Welcome, Diane. You have made a couple excuses today. A couple comments. Danielle, you make every excuse not to have sex with your husband. What the hell? Well, Diane, let me tell you what the hell. Are you all ready for the what the hell? I'm always on my feet. I'm cleaning, I'm prodding, I'm wiping butts, I'm wiping up animals, I'm doing yard work, I am doing laundry, I'm always cleaning something in the house, I'm trying to redirect, I'm trying to keep my cool, I am trying to also not repeat myself. I'm screaming all fucking day long because Ed can't fucking hear. And then I'm cooking dinner, then I'm cleaning everything up. And then in between, all my pain is resurfacing, right? Everything gets tight, everything gets tired, everything is in pain by the end of the night. And then I have to, guess what? Clean the kitchen. I sure do. And then by the time I clean up and get the house ready for bed, I'm going to bed, right? I want to relax. I don't want to be looked at, I don't want to be touched, and I do not want to be breathed on. Is that enough? And Diane, might you ask what Dan does to make me want to have sexual relations with him? Because I don't see him helping me, right? I don't see him romancing me. I don't see him helping me in my fucking pain that I have every fucking day. I am tired. I am beat, I am overwhelmed, and I am fucking done. There you have it. Was that explanatory? Was that explanatory enough for Diane and everybody else? I'm tired. I've got hormonal surges from my perimenopause. I got hair loss, right? I got allergies. What else do I got? Neck pain, TMJ. Yep, back pain, hip pain actually right now. I got to take care of the world. Got to take care of the pets. Got to clean shit up. Got to fix sprinklers. Got to fix the gutters. And I got to worry about taking care of another human by the end of the night? No, thank you. I can do without it. Hi, Shane. Love you. Sorry for your loss. And We missed you. Is that everything else? Is that enough? It's no. I am in no sexy time. I do it all. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Meet me halfway. Remember? The Black Eyed Peas sang that way. Meet me. Well, I can't think of. Ooh, I can't go any further than this. Ooh, I want you so bad. It's not my wish. Ooh, I spend my time just thinking. No, never mind. Wrong song. I don't know. No, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, 3 dogs and a special needs child, bro, bye. Exactly. Fucking use your own hands at this point. I have rocked that man's world for so long, so many years in a row. Hold on. Let me tell you, we have experiences most people don't have in their lifetime, right? This bitch was a crazy bitch. Remember like the song, Buck Cherry? She a crazy bitch and she got so good I'm on top of it when doing you all night, scratch. Anyhow, I have done my time. I have done my time. You do. I've done my time. If he wants a sexual explosion, he needs to rewind and go back to those moments where he was a happy man. A happy man. A happy man. I don't need it. Women don't need it. I think we get to a certain age, we think about it, and it's fleeting. It goes in and out. Ooh, I'm kind of horny. And then you look at your husband and you're like, never mind. Never mind. I ain't that horny. Or remember when, or he does something to piss you off and you're thinking, ooh, I'm going to give him some tonight. I'm looking for an orgasm. I guess I'm in the search and the need for one. Maybe it'll help me, and then I'm thinking, and then just the repetitive, just everything, piles up, and I'm like, fuck that. Mama don't need no orgasm. And I'm not one of those women. That it's like everybody. I'm talking about sex, Laura. I'm not one of those women. Like, this is the truth, right? We should not hold grudges against our sexual pleasure, right? We should get our sexual pleasure, regardless if our husbands are pissing us off, right? But I can't do it. I just don't need it that bad, I guess. Does my husband watch my videos? And sometimes he watches me too. He does, he knows. And you're always horny? Well, girl. And all the women will tell you, you need just to get you some. Fuck them, don't look at them, put a bag on their heads, just pretend you're with somebody else, and then and then the events of the day just change it for me. I can't help it. I get angry. I'm a grudge holder against that shit. Well, what have you done for me? What can you do to sex me up? What can you do? Now, when I'm laying in bed with you in the morning and you grab my cooter, that is immediate trigger. Fuck. Take the hand, throw it off. That is not how you get me and how you sex me up. No. And it just fucking pisses me off. That's how the day starts. Yeah, that's how the day starts. Yes. I choose sleep over sex. But I ain't getting sleep. So he ain't getting sex. That's all. I'm so tired. Y'all, I can't even think about sex. It's like one more thing to take care of before at the end of the night, It's like you feel the hands and I'm like, fuck. You want me to give you a massage? Not your massages that last 30.2 seconds and then your hands on my crotch. It just irritates me. Just don't grab my crotch. It's not a bowling ball. You know, it's not dying. You don't need to resuscitate it. Well, it may be dying, but she doesn't want resuscitating. She does not want resuscitating. You would think, Sandy, after being together for 30 fucking years, he would understand how I work, but he doesn't. Oh, of course you don't want me to touch it. No, not with that fucking attitude. And I tell you all the time, don't go in for the crotch hold. You know, it pisses me off and it's triggered. And then my walls are up and then I'm like, fuck it. You want to have sex? Nope. Nope. God, no. Hey, Dak. Everyone, get your Danielle posters. Yeah, they're on sale for $49.99. Yeah, I just, he's driving me up. I'm dried up. Well, that's hormones too. I'm really not driving up yet, but I feel like I am. Any advice for guys? Be a man. Help your wife out. Show them you love them. Show them how much you appreciate them. Be kind, be caring. And when they complain about something, don't make it about you. Oh, me too. No. 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 No mouth-to-mouth on Cooter. No mouth-to-mouth on Cooter anymore. I am 50. She is not cute. She is not tasty. And she's got a... You know how they do those... You remember in elementary school when they were doing those... what were those multicultural food fairs, and they had a taste from every region and country, right? Oh, here's Diane again. Diane says, don't cry if one day Dan goes out to find sex elsewhere, because that's you. That's your fault. That's your fault. No. Diane, and if you are, as a woman, I cannot believe a woman has said that. Diane, you should be more compassionate. You know what I mean? You should be more compassionate. Can you believe a woman just said that? Now, let me tell you, Diane, if Dan did that, oh, she's gone. If Diane, bye Diane, first of all, if any man uses that as an excuse to cheat on their wives, they can go fuck off. Number one, right? Number one. If your husband doesn't understand you, your emotions, and your body love language, and they say, well, it's because when you were in perimenopause, you're working your ass off, you're taking care of my dad, you don't get any sleep, and you do a shit ton of work, well, you ain't giving me enough sex. So I'm going out, and I'm going to get my pussy where I can. We don't need them. We don't need them. They can go get the pussy, and they can find them a new place to live. Stop validating cheaters, Diane. Stop validating cheaters. And first of all, my husband's not that type. He would rather play with himself than go cheat and be a fucking douchebag of a husband. You know what I mean? No, it is not that important to him that he needs to go find some dirty fucking pussy somewhere from some thirsty woman. He can think about it. He can watch it. But he would never leave and do that because his family means more to him than that. So Diane, go suck it. That's all. Anyhow, I'm a lot. I sure am, Jeff. And don't you wish your girlfriend was as hot as me? Oh, it's a new song. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Hi, Deb. We got some angry people on here today. Angry people. People telling me Dan should cheat on me and shit because, I'm tired. I don't get any sleep. Now, Deb's been at my house. She knows what my day-to-day life is like, right? Yeah. She knows. And she's a sex fiend. And she's like, girl, I wouldn't give it up either. Fuck that shit. You be tired. I see it. Yeah. You should stick around. You want to have some fun. Baby, just stay right on this side. But actually, YouTube is much better. Anyway, that's it. Matt, she pretty much did say that. Shit. Do you know, yeah. Kind of sounds like you're control. You like control. The whole situation doesn't sound like you have a man. Sounds like a man you took his balls and put them on the shelf. Ugh. Dan's balls are fully intact. I just saw them when he bent over to pick something up. They're still there, they're still hanging, and they are dropping by the day. Do I like control? No. In some situations I do. Who doesn't like control? Not in the bedroom I don't, because I'm too tired. And if I maybe didn't have the life that I have today, he would get more sex. But because we are having the life that we chose to have, he's a little bit more understanding. Because he knows. He knows the sacrifices I'm making for his dad and for him. So he's a little bit more understanding and all of the shit that I'm going through. So all you men and all you nasty women, you can just take a hike and go live and continue to live with your heads up your ass. Yeah, all right. There you are. That is them. That is all. Your eye bags. You look so tired. I swear to God, I can't. Girl, your eye bags look horrible. You must be tired. No shit, I'm tired. The fuck you think I'm lying? That I'm just not sleeping at night? I mean, is that supposed to make me happy and cheer me up? It's the people. Ooh, you look tired. Shit. The fuck your eye bags looking like that for? LaShawn, we talked about that. I don't need your anaconda, honey. I'm not looking for no anaconda. Shit. The fuck? I just talking about ugly ass people, and then she be coming in hot. Ooh, you must be tired. You think? Those are the things you see, and you keep to yourself. Oh, fuck my life. We need a Christmas decorations. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all wanted all these fucking shirts, and I'm spending a ton of money getting this shit up and going, and nobody's purchasing my shirts. So I ain't buying anything anymore, and I ain't doing merch anymore if you guys don't start buying. Because it's expensive to keep up this website. So if you guys want me to make more shit, you gotta buy what I already have. Speaking of that, Cyber Monday sale, free shipping to certain areas. I don't know. So I don't really know where, but check out sabmerch.com for your Salinger specials, or else it's going away because it's costing too much money to run when only like 10 people have bought something. What the fuck? The clock is going on here. Am I almost at my destination? I sure as hell hope so, Dom. I got a lot of shit to do today. I got leaves to rake. I don't want to. I need Ed's face on a Christmas ball. I know, but everybody wants these things, and I make them, and nobody's buying them. So, I mean, it's gonna go bye-bye. The fuck? Yeah, your husband needs slap you around. Put you in your place. Your husband needs slap you around. Jesse James, I think you need to go back to elementary school and how to form a proper sentence. Can you report Jesse James for abuse? Yeah, we don't play like that here. So Jesse James report for unwanted, let's see, terrorism, suicidal misinformation, let's see, child abuse, just because there's no other. Okay, did Hannah leave? Yes, she's home. I need White Claw koozie. A White Claw, yes, and they're White Claw koozies. They're koozies, and I want you, Cherokee, to get the one that says, I love Danielle. You placed an order this morning? Yes. Is your tree up yet? No, Sharon, I got one from the TikTok shop, and I gotta put it up because I gotta do a video. So Rachel's like, no, can you believe you? sweating out the Chardonnay. No, fact check. I don't like Chardonnay anymore. That was like 3 years ago. And no, I haven't had wine in like several days. So, whoa! Can you believe them apples? sabmerch.com. Is it the robot tree? No. sabmerch.com, sabmerch.com. I'm wearing another one today, and it responds with this. Don't be a ninny. And it's on my shirt today. Let me see if I can do this carefully. How many miles am I? Oh, I'm already at 5. Shit, today went quick. Okay, let me show you what my shirt says. I'm trying to wear shirts every day to show you. The one I wore yesterday, the tie-dye one, we only allow what we allow, something like that. I always get that saying wrong. But so this one's the same thing. Don't be a ninny. Now, the colored shirts fit differently. So y'all have to be careful and size up if you like bigger, comfortable shirts. They are a little bit, these are smalls, and all the smalls fit differently. So all the colors fit differently. So if you like a fitted shirt, this is a small. And it's like, you know, long. But anyhow. So yes, these are all the colors and everything. Where's Jessie? Jessie, her husband is a wimp. Jessie, we don't talk about my husband like that. I can't get him. Is he gone? Jessie, we don't. Jessie, you're a wimp for being a bully. Oh, he is. He's already gone. I think that. Yeah, he got rid of him. That color's for boys. No, it's not for boys. It's for girls too. Yes, I have merch. sabmerch.com. Sab, S-A-B, oh, that's not S-A-B. Sabmerch.com. I would say they fit, I normally like a medium. This is a little too tight for me. I feel really uncomfortable in tight shirts. And some of them are great. But yes, this is, and I haven't washed this yet. So, sabmerch.com. It helps with the lymphatic drainage. Yes, it does. And it tightens up the bladder. Puts it back up where it needs to be. Because let's say, when we get older and we've had babies pass through our canal, we drop, right? Strong ass bitch. Strong ass beauty. Strong ass Bubba. Strong ass bruh. Hi, Taylor. It could be anything. Buddha? You know, whatever you want it to be. Were you a doctor as well? Hell no. I didn't have the time or the inclination to study like that. So, yes, this is important. You guys, just remember, Cyber Monday is coming. TikTok shop, if you follow your creators that have TikTok shops, all their shit that they have promoted is on sale. So great for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate anything, just a great present for yourself. There's so many things that your creators, if they are doing the TikTok shop, that are so cheap right now. It's crazy. So not only that, but we're doing a free shipping, I think. Did you see, did you get free shipping, Cha-Cha? If you order, tell Dan he's a lucky man to have a great wife. I think so. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. And he knows it. He knows that. I just wish he would say it a little bit more, you know, show it a little bit more. I mean, I know, but I want to know. I want to feel it, you know. I want to feel like he wants to feel something. I want to feel it, that I am, you know, important. I'm going to the website on Monday. I want the tie-dyed shirt. Okay, the tie-dyed shirt, I have to tell you, is one of my favorite fits. Weirdly enough, it's one of my favorite fits. Yes, free shipping on orders $50 and over. Yeah. What are you standing on? This is called the Morocco plate. I have it on my TikTok. Sandoval's mom. Like Tom Sandoval? Okay, I'm so disappointed. Speaking of Sandoval, the whole VPR, what's my love language? Acts of kindness. Acts of kindness. And, yeah, I'm not a touchy person. I don't want touches, you know. I'm not, I used to be touchy, but Dan has made me not touchy anymore. And so I don't want touching. I want acts of kindness, respect of my feelings, my emotions, my moods, my vagina, you know. I need that plate. Angie, it's on my TikTok shop. When women stop and got on strike with intimacy, so you think men do the exact same thing? Do I think that men go on strike with intimacy? No, I think men go on strike because their testosterone drops. I think women are different. We're emotional. So women are emotional beings. Men aren't as emotional. We're statistically more emotional than men. But no. So everything we react to is emotion, right? We want to feel loved. We want to feel, desired. And I feel desired. That is nothing that he's lacking in. But that's just not my love language, You have to meet both ways, You have to, as a couple, you have to, even if you don't agree with the person's love language or, how they're feeling or whatever, you need to just say, I understand, right? I understand. I understand. Instead of having an excuse about yourself or something else that you're too overwhelmed, all we need is I understand, I'm sorry. That's it. It's simple. You don't have to fight on everything when somebody's telling you something. It makes you not want to communicate anymore. VPR is canceled. They're getting a whole new staff. What the fuck? What the fuck? How am I going to relate to the new young people now? I like the semi-old people because I don't feel that far off for them. Yeah. No, on a Sunday? Probably not. Not on a Sunday. Girl, I am so tired. By the time nighttime hits, you guys haven't seen me on the lives lately. Some of which, because my daughter was here. But then the other side of it is I've been dying. I've been socially just exhausted and mentally exhausted. U.S. Postal suspended mail to Canada due to our postal strike. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. You see how cold it is? I'm sorry you have so much pain and medical complaints because you look great at 50. Yeah, and that's the thing is that, a lot of people don't realize, unless you talk about it, people assume everybody's hunky-dory. I have a lot of pain. My pain hurts. My neck is in pain, yeah. And so sometimes people have to understand, too, towards the end of the night, it takes a lot. These things, I got some great products I'm using. I'm telling you. I use the GoPro, which is also on my my TikTok shop, and De La Chance, no, not De La Chance, De La Vance, fuck, is also my friend's brand. I mixed those two together, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. I sat behind Lisa Vanderpump at Paula Abdul concert. What? Really? I can fall. Go Pure. Yeah, I love the Go Pure products. They are very pure. Anyhow, my husband, his attorney, and the judge made me homeless. De L'Avance is another product I use. I love their oils. Just so you know, I love the H2O oil and the retinol oil. Those are my favorite. And so when you see my skin with a glow, it's mostly those oils. So if you like a glowing skin, I would recommend those two oils. And they're on my TikTok shop too. How do you find my TikTok shop? You go to my main account, Mrs. D Cell NorCal. I have it on Mrs. D Cell NorCal 3 too. And if you go to my page itself, where all my videos are listed, right above the videos, you'll see tickers. It'll say subscribe and it'll say showcase. Hit the showcase and it'll take you right there. Or you can just go through and find my videos. But now I'm trying to convert everything to my Mrs. D Cell NorCal 3 page. So that way I just want to make that more about health, beauty, me, and the shop. So I'm doing more. So I'm trying to keep them the same. So it doesn't confuse people. But I should probably get people maybe to go on the third page instead of my main page. Anyhow, so yeah, so I'm trying to just keep it simple because, my main page is mostly about me and Grandpa. And I started on, I don't even know why I started doing this shop on there. I think because that was the only, I don't remember. I don't remember why, but I tried to do it. Anyhow, so I got kind of both. So I try to keep them with the same merchandise in them.
So yeah, so and a lot of things are on sale right now. So I also use that eye cream, the WNP. I actually am using a couple different things. I'm doing that WNP, which is on my TikTok shop. They're 3% hyaluronic acid, and I'm using their eye cream too with the massager on it. It feels so wonderful. I even do it like in between my 11s too. So there's a lot of things to choose from, but I love the oils. I kind of like the oils of the De Levant better than the Go Pure oils. I just do, because the Go Pure for me just sucks in my face. This one gives me a little glow. Where does my channel name come from? My husband's channel is D Sal NorCal, which is D Salinger in Northern California, and mine's just Mrs. So he started it first. Do I have a sub page? What do you mean? I have 4 pages. Cyber Monday. Yeah, Cyber Monday. So everything is trying to get on sale. I'm trying to get you guys to get situated in my website too. I would like to get them all connected, but here's the thing. It's a monthly, to have all the processing fees and everything else to convert taxes and all that stuff. It's a hefty price every month. And if we can't earn enough for that, I'm probably going to ixnay the merch. But we have some great things planned, but I just can't continue to spend money without making it, because it's expensive. People don't realize, they're like, oh, here she is trying to make money again. Well, yeah, because people have asked, and these are things that people have wanted. And the second time I did merch, it was a fail, and I didn't promote it. The guy just wasn't good. And this time I think we have a good thing going, and we can build on it. But we can't continue to invest in something that is just not doing good. Just can't. I just can't. Don't have the money to throw around. This lady was a party animal in college. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was not a party animal. I actually became a party animal in my 30s after I had my kids. I just was very focused, wanting to get through school. I lived with Dan, and when you do that, your life is completely different. Do I have an agent? No, I need one. I need an agent to help. But I think I have plans for that stuff. Do you tell your husband how you feel, or is it easier for you to tell complete strangers how you think he should get you? Eric, you obviously missed the whole purpose of my diatribe. You missed the whole diatribe. You missed the purpose of it. You don't think my husband knows how I feel. You don't think I'm being completely like, yes, there's elements of seriousness in what I talk about, but I embellish on those things to make it funny for the other people who, who are dealing with the same shit, right? With their husbands. And you have those nuances in relationships. I'm sorry, you must have a perfect relationship. You obviously don't get it. You think I'm just talking, which my husband, by the way, watches. So you think I'm just telling him for the first time how I feel. You don't think he finds it humorous sometimes when I do this stuff. You missed it. You missed the mark on that. I'm sorry. Some people get it and some people don't. So it's amazing to me that people think I'm like sharing my deep, dark marriage secrets, right? Here's the thing. We don't, the deep, dark marriage secrets, we don't share on social media, especially I don't. They've never watched our lives together. You've never seen us together. This is our dynamic. Dan does something completely different than I do because I'm different. My personality is my personality. His is his. I'm funnier. He's dry and drab. So I have fun by bashing him because he doesn't think. He's a man. You know what I mean? He's a man. How did I go crazy in my 30s if you're married? Because I went crazy in my 30s when I was married with my husband. You are not funnier. Oh, look, Brian, he's here. God, surprise, honey. Now do you understand all my woes with you? Because I have so said it on social media. I hope you know now. You're not funnier. I'm much funnier. I'm more funnier. I'm funnier to the nth degree. I got on, what the hell are you divulging now? I'm divulging all those deep, dark secrets you told me not to talk about. They're out. They're all over the web. And Brian was saying, shouldn't you talk to your husband instead of talking to complete strangers? And I said, no. That's not how we do things here. We talk to complete strangers over talking to our husbands, especially the ones that don't listen, like mine. Right? Right? Hi from the Bahamas. Hi, Rachel. We know what you did in your 30s. Somebody said, how are you a party animal in your 30s when you were married? Somebody said she was a partier in college, and I said, no, we were not. We were partiers in my 30s, which Dan was almost 40. So we got it on like Donkey Kong, you know. We dabbled, we did things most people never see in a lifetime. And I don't regret. Some things I regret. Some things I did not want to do, but we did them, and now we just have the memory of those horrible, weird things. But we had fun. Yeah, we had fun. We did substances, alcohol, you know. We gambled a lot. We were VIP of the casino. They knew us by names, and let me tell you, that was fun. Hey, Salingers, what up? You know, that was fun. Oh, look at Eric again. Sorry, but I deal in family counseling, and 8 out of 10 men surveyed say they begin to stop trying after being rejected 3 to 5 times. Yeah, well, my husband doesn't ever stop trying. Unfortunately for me. He tries multiple times a day, and he gets denied multiple times a day, almost every day. And he still tries. Yeah, the toys are in the attic. No, we threw those away a long time ago. To be, yeah, my goal is to have the black card. No, that's not funny. It's not. Toys in the attic. You know, you got to throw away your toys, girls, when you know they start disintegrating. The battery acids in them. It's time to say goodbye. Even if they're a fan favorite, you got to buy new ones. The new ones are better. They have USB charges. You know what I mean? That's great. It'll leak, you know, that's, yeah, Laura, right. You to buy a rose. What the fuck is a rose? I know, I don't want a rose. You guys, if I needed sex in any way, my husband is always a willing participant. My husband is a willing participant, and he's hoping, you know, I find him before I find the toys. Dan's like, hey, whenever you're ready, I'm here. And he still tries in between that, you know, because he's like, the day I stop trying is the day I'll be dead, right? So it's better than a man. I don't need, you know, that's the thing. Dan's always ready. And his penis is swole. Always. He walks around half the time, and I got to stuff that puppy back in. What's Grandpa going to say about that? I'm just kidding. Anyhow. All right. Look at my eyebrows. You can see. Look at how peely they are.
Eric is correct. The Eric and family counseling. Denial and rejection does totally wash over the attempts. And I don't do nearly what I did, you know, 10 years. I was way above and beyond where I am now. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't do that I used to do on a regular basis, like grab her ass all the time, or you know, goose her, or whatever. And I do not try nearly as much. She's not saying it, but if you compare our nights now to, you know, 10 years ago, where she was literally, I would try during the night. I don't do that anymore. But we're getting older. She's getting older. She has issues. I try to look past, you know, those issues. I try hard, and then, you know, Fern sometimes will change my mood. But Eric is absolutely right. It is, anytime you get rejected, it's like going out and out trying to pick up girls. Eventually, if you get rejected enough, you do lose, you know, some of your spunk. It's absolutely true. But that's the nature of getting old. And, you know, typically, well, that's enough. Eric, I just wanted to give you a little validity. You know, every case is different, but there's truth to what he's saying. No, I'm not saying it in a bad way, and I'm not angry when you know the lapses are due more to issues. But oftentimes, the non act or when we don't do it, it's not because of medical issues. It's because of, we're feuding or whatever. And yes, it does. The same way it affects you, it affects me. My drive is just a little higher, abnormally higher, so I'm more easily able to overcome it. But I don't want people to outright, reject it. Eric is what I'm sure that is true. Rejection in anything will do that to you.
First of all,
any subject.
what did
anybody.
I say?
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
you didn't
Eric
listen.
has got some
This
correction.
is again where you have.
I didn't hear it all. I mean, I don't
this
sit
is the
and listen
problem
all
where
the
you
time.
have this you have a deactive listening skill. I said he doesn't. Even though I reject you, you still try.
Yes, but not as much or with spunk or expectation. And when I try and don't meet immediate, encouragement, I will often fall off much sooner than I did, say, 10 years ago. It's true, but we're in a different place in life, right? That's reality. I'm not going to, flip out over, hopefully this is a phase and it will move on.
My tiredness is the phase.
Well, if you're tired because of Ed, he's not going to be here forever,
I know.
right?
A lot of this is lack of sleep.
No, it's not. I mean, a lot of
it makes everything worse.
This issue didn't start when Ed came here, right? It was happening, and it was more between you and me, without medical issues. I was the one that had medical issues, and then now it's just different.
I might be falling asleep.
I mean, people are attacking Eric. He's just saying a truth. It's not. It doesn't. It's neither here nor there. But women, you would be the same way. If your man rejected you over and over and over, eventually you would feel like, God, I don't want to go face that rejection again. And your body will just not do it. It's natural. We're human. Anyway, Eric, I didn't want to say anything except say, yeah, that's wake up.
And that is a case of not paying attention to your wife and her needs. Yeah. That is a typical man response.
I didn't say anything about you at all. I just talked about men or any human being who gets rejected.
I know. I'm speaking about most men not understanding their wives or having empathy towards their wives.
Well, I have empathy for you.
No, you don't.
That's not what we were talking about. All right.
Yeah, he's not hearing. He's not hearing. He doesn't hear. It's called active listening. If you really pay attention to what somebody says, it's called active listening. And when you active listen, you retain and you pay attention to the cues you are giving to work on for that person. Of course, he has empathy for me. He does? Okay. All right. It goes in one ear and out the other. He listens, but there's a difference of listening and active listen. A lot of men listen. And then you remember how you go, oh, hey, honey, tomorrow I'm going here at this time. And then you get ready to go the next day at that time. And they're like, well, where are you going? I told you yesterday. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You said okay. That's called not active listening. That's called listening, but not active listening. Anyway, my eyebrows are itching so bad. My eyebrows are less. My second thought always yelled to me. You already said that. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference between active. They do not retain that information because they're not active listening. You know, I look at, you know what I've been doing a lot to Ed now is I'll look at his face because I'll say, look at me, and he doesn't. So I'll hold it like I did my toddler. Hi, Jenny Tran. I'll take his face and I'll make him look at me. So, because if I don't, he'll, he's like this. So I make him and I say, Ed, look at me. And he looks at me. And then I tell him what I'm saying because it forces him to active listen to me. Yes, he has dementia, but also it works and it helps for a while. What did I just say? Well, you said this. I said, okay, listen to me one more time. And he does. And I swear sometimes when I have to do that to Dan sometimes too. And I'll say, look at me in the eye. Look at me in the eye. And he looks at me and then I tell him, and I said, so sometimes the active listening comes when they're actually watching you, because Dan cannot multitask. So he can't do 5 things at one time, right? So anyway, all right. I think I'm done today. I don't think I want to do any arms today. Yeah. At least he wants you and not out looking. What kind of passive aggressive comment is that? What kind of passive aggressive comment is that? Both need to understand that in a relationship without real communication, but men have a hard time communicating, and Dan is in the 2%, so you are a lucky woman that you openly communicate. Well, there's so much that's the thing, is that there is communication and then there's communication. You can communicate all you want, but if the person isn't hearing you, what good is the communication? What good is the communication? I talk a lot. Not only now, I get backup from coming on here, right? So I talk, he listens on here, and he listens in there. But if you don't listen and want to change in the from what you are hearing, then it's like, what's good with communication if nobody's doing anything to fix, you know what I mean? To help. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. Anyway, all right, I'm going. It's because they don't active listen, or they're too myopic and selfish and they don't want to put in the effort, because effort is also really hard, right? It's hard to put effort in, especially when you're exhausted, right? This is, it puts a strange, people say, well, how does watching Ed put a strain on your relationship? And, does it really? No, but it does, right? Because the more sleep deprived I am, the more I'm not going to want to put in effort for anything, because I'm tired, right? And when you're tired, what is? Yes, Kimber, that's how it works. It's 50%. You each have to put in effort or you don't go anywhere. It's not rocket science. Anyhow, all right. So enough. I'm just speaking, I use my experiences as a woman and I share them with the people who, again, I'm trying to normalize the things that we all go through, just in different ways. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to, bitch and moan. I'm here to just make fun of our shit, right? I'm here to just make fun of the nuances of our relationship. I'm here to cope with it. This is how I cope with the stress, that additional stress. I'm talking about my truth, right? It's my truth. It doesn't have to be your truth, but we are all going through things that are similar to each other. It's just we are all different in the way we approach and the way we learn and the way we grow from them. And so I'm trying to say, hey, look, me too. Right? My relationship is not perfect, right? I am not perfect. I do what I feel is right. I respond. I'm emotional. We get triggered. We do those things. But my whole platform is about normalizing certain things, and also, right? And also recognizing that it's okay. Certain people like to talk about those things. Certain people, that's their way of coping. That's their way of coping. I cope in those ways by talking. I'm an open book. I don't care. I don't have any shame, because I know other people are in the same boat as us and we can laugh and have fun with it. And let me tell you something. If you can partake in my whatever sharing and you enjoy it and you see some normalcy with yourself in the things that I do, it helps you a little bit, right? Like I walk away sometimes and I could be fucking angry as shit and I start these lives. I was pissy this morning And, just being on here joking and laughing about the stupid shit, even attacking some of the trolls and the ninnies on there, it brightens my mood a little bit. Like, I read your comments and I think, okay, I'm not alone. People are enjoying what they say. People are enjoying what I say. People are relating to me and my stories. You don't have to. That's okay. I'm not telling you, but I'm just speaking from experience, and it helps me with my day-to-day monotony. And a lot of people I see, it helps the same thing. And then you get, people who are just mocking me, and those are the people that actually really truly need the help, because I can embrace my truth. I can be vulnerable with a slight chance of humor in some of those things, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Fix your life. I'm trying to fix mine and failing every fucking day. I'm trying to fix my life. And I fail every day, and I'm tired. We all are tired. And especially those of you who are caregivers, or you're mothers to disabled children, or, you're in a fucking shithole of a relationship, or, just the stuff. If you really think about the shit that the shit I choose to bark at, it's really insignificant, right? The tissue paper, the dental floss. Yes, it's gross. The mess in the kitchen and the mess outside, but that's just day-to-day shit. You have kids, you have husbands who don't think. It's okay. It happens. He doesn't care. He laughs at it. He thinks it's funny. There was somebody on my account saying, see, Dan admits that he sets it up for you. Of course he's going to say that so he doesn't seem like a douchebag. But he's doing those things not on purpose. Not on purpose. So don't get fooled by Dan either. Some guy just was going off. He said even on the live that he does it on purpose. No, he doesn't. So when we didn't do lives and when we didn't do videos, what was his excuse then? Right? What was his excuse then? So you guys, come on, pull your heads out of your ass. Or losing patience, Jack. People don't like, here's what I think. I think that people don't like me talking this way because, number one, they don't like strong women. Number two, they hate people who can talk so openly about things and they feel attacked or they feel victimized because we're telling secrets, or we don't talk about those things, right? People want to attack me on saying that I don't have patience, and it's stuff that I say myself. I don't have patience, and it's not like I try to deny that. They want to use that shit and throw it at me like, okay, well, you do my job and see how much patience you have.
So on those things in the morning, sometimes I do, like if I see something, I'll just walk away now with the videos. But this is what you have to understand. I do that in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm half asleep when I'm in there, and believe me, I regret everything I do in there because it just goes right to my gut. But the reality is she gets up 2 hours before me, and she's in the kitchen. If I got up and that mess was there, I would clean it up. When she's gone a lot, 4 days in a row, I will clean that up in the morning. I still make the same mess. Like when you went to Tennessee, there was no mess.
Gone for 4. You said she's gone a lot.
I'm saying when you were gone, I clean it up when I get up.
I'm always gone for 4 days in a row.
I mean, I would clean it up. I'm not a neat person. The house is not going to be as clean when she gets home. Never. I'm not good with vacuuming, but I will clean the mess up. I'll do the fucking dishes. I do the basics. It's not like I sit around. And yes, and by the way, I also have issues. I have major freaking toothache that's been haunting me since before Thanksgiving, to the point where it was making me sick. But I just tough it out. Men and women are different, or Danielle and I are different. I'm not one to complain as much about the tiredness. I've learned through my life to tough the shit out through football and all that stuff. So I do go through. I have hard times. I get frustrated. I just internalize it more. I don't know whether that's good or bad. She might have the better solution, but that's just our difference. But I'm not a fucking complete slob or lazy pig who does nothing. I do a lot. I mean, I was in there working. I was working, editing stuff that's not fun for the last 2 hours. I have deadlines to meet to get video in for something that's coming out for Christmas. So it's not like I'm in there just diddling away or anything like that. I'm in there doing through the toothache, through my dad getting up, who's up, and I'm walking him back and forth.
What's funny
and
is
working at the same time.
What's funny
We're all going through it.
What's funny about this is the toothache, right? It could be fixed. My pain doesn't go away, so I deal with my pain daily.
That's not the point. I mean, I'll have something else. I also was not feeling well. I mean, the toothache had me not well, right? I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel well. But I just powered out. That's not to say that's the right way to internalize stuff and not bitch it. Maybe it's better to get it out, but that's just the reality. It's not quite as one-sided. I do not mind her bagging on me because I agree. Those are real. There's a truth of a hair of truth in everything she bags about, and that does happen with other people. It doesn't bother me. I have enough confidence in myself to have someone point out my flaws. It does not bother me when she points out. Sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, it'll just be a little, and I'll just turn it off when I get that way. But it doesn't bother me. People can make fun of me. It's okay. If you have enough confidence in yourself, people can make fun of you and it doesn't bother you. And I haven't always been that way, but for whatever reason, I'm there now. So I'm okay with her having fun and venting, and that's her way of dealing with it.
Are you done?
I'm just waiting to read some comments.
Are you done defending yourself?
I have. I mean, who's going to defend me if I don't come out here? I can't use the M word, but you got. I'm what? Dan, you got to be better. I mean, I'm trying too, and I am imperfect as well.
Anyway.
Don't control her. Are you kidding me? I mean, do you think I control her? If you obviously not been watching very long, we don't control each other. We don't. That's not our style. We're individuals. We raised our kids to be individuals. We don't have to agree on whatever. Our connection is strong enough to survive those things.
If you think this is fighting,
I'm trying to control this live. I mean, I just been on here for like 5 minutes out of the whole 2 hours. A couple of comments from the peanut gallery while I'm working.
Get out of here.
My work doesn't count. You think that's fun? Editing, getting to the second. You know how many freaking times to get one, because I'm 1 second off and I'm moving my fat thumb.
You act like I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, but I have to. You can do it on a video. If I'm doing it for somebody else, when it comes to work, I'm more of a perfectionist.
Aren't you paying somebody to do that?
No, I'm doing it. I am. When it comes to work, I take it very seriously. If someone's paying me to do something, that's a very serious thing. I take that. That's a very big responsibility to me. And it comes out. Ask her when we're filming. I mean, I'm not the easiest person to be around because I'm kind of a perfectionist for those things.
You're an ass.
I become an ass.
She's
yes,
bad.
I do.
Like
become
Hannah
an ass.
walked out. She was like, "I'm not."
I walked out because she was bitching at me. I said, "I can't work with these people.
Yeah, because
I need to get some actors."
Because you were yelling at people.
Because I do get.
Okay, bye. You're bugging me.
I'm bugging you, so okay, bye.
Yeah, but okay, bye.
You're bugging me.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Go.
Bye.
Where are your
I
testicles?
thought you were just getting off 2 minutes ago. You were getting off.
I was trying.
I literally came out because I thought you were getting off. You're, I gotta go. I got shit to do. I got leaves to frickin' rake and all that crap.
Yeah.
Who said I'm
you.
controlling? Who is that person? Glitch?
Does he ever be quiet? No. Do you think your relationship changed since filming? No. No. It's fun. We love it.
It's probably improved.
It's actually, we get competitive with one another with our videos.
It probably improved.
It's fun. He'll be like, how's your video doing? How's your video doing? Well, you didn't do good on that video. Look at mine.
Yeah, yours is doing well because I was in it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what we do all day long. It kind of has been a plus. Social media has definitely been a plus. I mean, I can't say that I agree with a lot of the way she conducts herself on social media. It's not my style, but that's her style, and she's doing it. She's doing well. She has her. I mean, we're sitting here talking to you right now, so. She's doing something right, and I just let her do it because I'm not the end-all, know-all. I am.
Fuck. I really want to hit you. Or punch you in the gut right now.
I think if she followed all of my advice, everything would be a lot smoother.
And that's what he tells me every day. He said, just listen to me. You don't think I know? I've been fucking
around,
know.
baby. I've been around. I've been out in the world.
And he yells at me.
I've been out in the world.
All the time. He's
now
a yeller.
I yell at you?
You're a fucking yeller. What you did
only when I'm working.
No. when you did it this morning, I have to give you props though, because you did change yourself. Because I started to talk to you about something, and you're like, "The fuck I got it! You're laying it all on me. I got my own shit. I don't need your shit to fucking
My
boil up."
tooth's going,
Right? And then I just
fucking,
sat
I slept
there,
on it. It was just,
and then I.
and
then
immediately I come in and she's like, that's what I heard.
And then I was just staring at him. He's like, I mean, you can agree with me or not. And I just walked away. And then he came up about 5 minutes later and he said, "You're right. I think we need to get something for my dad." And it was like, that's the way he should have responded in the first place. But very simple, right? It's just as simple. I hear you, and we'll get Mark on that, is all he needed to do. But he lashed out at me, right?
Because the
Which is
pain
emotional.
was more powerful than reason or logic.
Yeah.
And it just happens.
Why
And
are you saying, Diane, why are you saying poor Ed? Poor Ed, poor us. Fucking Ed forgets. He's sleeping. He has the life of Riley, for fuck's sake. He's 92.
Edge, I actually, you know, didn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. He gets up, I got to deal with him. But my dad's my dad, and he was in a good fucking place this morning. He's laughing. He kind of picked me up, even though I got to work and I got to do all of his shit and get him ready for breakfast and get him walked and get his muscles going.
Hi, Unky.
He's kind of a joy.
No, he's not a joy all night long.
Not all night long, but it was not a joy when he fell asleep on the toilet last night at 2:00 in the morning.
And then did you hear him the other night? He came in, not last
I know
night.
the light came on.
No, it did last night.
Yeah,
but the
I know
night
that
before, he was in our room and he was over me, covering me up.
I think I remember
And
that too.
I was like, "Ed, what are you doing?" He's like, "Well, you're cold. Your fan's on, and I'm covering."
He does that. He came in to cover her up.
And I was like,
That's amazing if you think about it. Because he probably thought she was a kid, you know, and he was covering her up. That's my dad.
I was
How do you
like,
get mad at that?
I didn't then, but I was like, "Go to bed, Ed," you know. But then this morning at 2:30 in the morning, when he turns on my lights,
because he doesn't know where he
okay?
is, right? He can't remember how to get back to his room, even though it's 2 feet away
Yeah.
from the bathroom. There's 2 doors, and he doesn't remember which is his room. Every
So
time
Dan,
he gets up.
the last time Dan was up with him was 11:30 because I clock watch so I can see how much sleep I'm getting in between, and so. Dan was up with him at 11:37, and he was like talking to him, and that's when he fell asleep on the toilet. Ed's like, "I don't know what I was doing." Dan's like, "Well, did you fall asleep?" He's like, "I think so." And so he put him back to bed, and then I was up from 12:30, 1:45.
I slept from about maybe
slept.
12:30 to 4:30.
Yeah, and I was up the whole time.
At 4:30, yeah, but you were asleep before that.
Marisha, I often wondered if Ed was your dad, would you be the same? So a funny story, Marisha, is that I've known Ed since I was 5. I've actually lived with Ed longer than he's even lived with them. So, I wonder.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was a holy existence.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, the one person who doesn't.
That's a passive aggressive comment to me about me and the way I treat him.
Oh, no, I mean, again, I've never not stood up and told the world that you are amazing with him. I mean, there's no question. Tone, yes, I hate it. I hate it when it comes at me. I hate watching it go to him. I don't like it whenever I see it. But that's Danielle. If you don't, I mean, that's it. I've been hearing that for many years, as has Ed. But when it comes to the nuts and bolts, you know, the man is thriving in there.
You weren't
We've
just
had him
asking,
for 4
you were being
years.
ugly.
And he's still walking around. He's still thriving. He still knows who we are. He still eats good every day. He's healthy. He doesn't have sores. He's wearing clean clothes. It doesn't smell, except for the damn cats. I mean, the smell that you would expect doesn't exist from the humans. It's from the only smell we have is from cats. The man is taken care of very well. You know, we've been preventing him from falling a lot. She does an amazing job taking care of him. The tone, the social media stuff, it's not my style, but it's not me.
That's the dogs.
And I'm not controlling.
No, I do my own thing. He doesn't control me. The only time he controls me is when I want to buy a new car.
The only time I get gambling and those hurt.
I don't care.
And those
about
aren't for
gambling.
me. You know, honestly, I could live by myself on nothing. I don't need anything. I don't need things. the financial stuff, what I got on her for is because I'm going to die before her. She's younger than me. She's healthier. She fucking runs 18 miles a day.
Doesn't mean anything.
I'm going to die,
Doesn't
and so
mean anything.
you're going to have to live out your life on whatever money is left.
I could die before you. I hate when you say stupid shit like that.
Well, I will survive. I want you to be able to survive if I croak. You know, I almost croaked 5 years ago, and it scared the shit out of me. You know, we were in a different place financially. Even though we have less money now, because I've paid everything off, I've taken steps to protect my family if something happens to me.
I told him yesterday.
And that sucked up all of our cash, but we have no debt.
I told him.
That's something that's very important.
I told him
that
I was going to die before him.
Yeah, but that's not really going to happen.
My stress and my pain that I have every day, I think it's going to kill me.
Yeah, well, you know, lack of sleep is something that is, and I've been suffering from that forever. Very debilitating. So, you know, that's the deal.
It's lack of sleep.
That's where the gambling comes in. It's not because I really care. I don't need things. She's the one that needs things and is going to need things after I'm dead. That's the only reason that
What the fuck do I need? I don't do that anymore.
You need to live. You need to pay your taxes.
I
you need to
and
pay
I
the
need
insurance.
to go to the casino every couple of weeks because I enjoy it.
Well, I mean, go to the casino.
I will.
I mean, it's your
me,
your retirement.
Yes. So when I go, you should be nice and you should enjoy yourself. That's all you should say.
I say I don't like you. Listen. I gambled. And I probably got her into it. So I'm responsible for most of the bad habits she has now. True. That's a true story. I just got past them, and I'm trying to pull her out.
It's not. You're not, because I don't gamble like you do.
I'm not saying you do, but
I'm supposed to have fun. I enjoy it.
And then my dad the other day, you saw that fucking.
No, I didn't see it.
He's all. What do I do for a living?
I believe, Misty, if they somebody was saying the other day, I did that shower video, and I don't tell Ed, like, we do things differently with Ed, too. Dan would be like, because Dan's poking at Dad, time for a shower, and then Ed, God damn it, I'm not taking a shower. He fights with them because, you know, it's his way of poking his dad. And I take
That's our interaction, because he's my dad.
Can I finish my story?
Go ahead.
Jesus fucking Christ. So then I pick him up, and I'm like saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. And people are like, why is he going with you? I wouldn't go anywhere if, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, because I don't want that anxiety going into the shower with him. And I know that I can casually get him up. He follows me. He obviously trusts me. That's why he comes with me. That would be a clear other way to understand how much he trusts me, is seeing that, because he comes with me.
Absolutely. He has 100% trust in her and me. But we're very different. When I'm in the shower, I'm yelling at him. I'm spread him, and I'm spraying him.
And he's yelling, and I don't yell.
She gets in and she does other things. I just, we're very different. But that's because we have a different relationship with him.
Yeah. No, we completely. And people are like, why are you showering him and not his son? Well, he has a spa day when I do it.
I shower him.
Yeah, but you don't. Hi, Robbie.
Whenever she doesn't, I shower him. And she just picked up. And there's other things that I do too, and I do them differently than she does.
And a lot of the times too, like, I do it because I think I do it better for him, for Ed. I'm saying for the shower. You agree because you know he gets treatment that.
Well, you put lotion on him and stuff. Yeah. I don't do.
I shave him. He doesn't shave him. He doesn't put deodorant on. You know, so
I clean him. I make sure the man is dead clean. I mean, there's not a remnant of anything.
I spray.
When we walk out of the shower.
I put my moisturizer on him. I put my oil on his face. I do all that stuff.
He likes it.
He does it. He loves it. That's why I do it, because I know he enjoys those times. And that's the only time. That's how I show my...
Marshall University, West Virginia.
Because you're wearing it. That's
I know.
Why.
Someone sent it. And it's chilly.
Yeah, so I just put it on. I put deodorant on. If he showers him, I'm like, do you put his deodorant on? No, I didn't do any of that shit. I do it. And I just do things.
I also feed him differently. You know, I won't feed him some of the crap she feeds him. Not that she's doing it to him. She eats it. She feeds it to the kids. You know, like that processed teriyaki chicken. I try and feed them.
You go out to eat every fucking day.
Yeah, and it's healthy food.
No, okay, enough. Stop. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Anyway,
I'm not a hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite. All right. I'm
cold.
Right. I'm freezing, and I got shit to do, and my dogs are scratching. So, love you guys.
I may do a live on YouTube later with my dad.
Okay, you do that.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so I'm out. So I'll see you guys in the morning. What's tomorrow's Monday? Finally, jeez, I'm so confused. Anyway, enjoy yourself today. Have fun watching a football games. I'm fucking freezing. I'm gonna have to put my robe on. Bring back the robe for outside yard work. Anybody remember my robe when I go outside and yard work? Yeah, troll him later. Y'all go on and troll that guy and see how he handles it. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Frozen. Ugh.